Hello YouTube, this is Carl, that BMX guy, and this is an update on 2024. It's a new year, a new me, in a sense. I don't know. I'm not going to be working at the in particular job anymore, so maybe I'll have some free time for at least a month. But this has been almost a year since this frame was made. I've been using it like maybe every week I'm here at the parents' house, because I kind of store it here. It's been running fine. I mean, there are some things that I wanted to change, but I didn't change. Let's say the cranks. I keep looking at the SRAM cranks, but I don't really want them on there. Or maybe I do. I'm going to try them at least once. But they're going to be a narrower stance. I got these new profile cranks that have the laser etching, so I kind of don't really want to take them off. The 130 Spyder's on here, and yeah, I kind of made it lined up perfectly to the rear sprocket, which actually is just a normal profile titanium driver with the profile sprocket. I flipped it over this way and I shimmed it outward with some spacers. So the good thing about them is that they have more precision, in the sense that the chain stays pretty much not camshafting. I've had that issue with the last 3 or 4 Surly cogs that have they just have a loose fit on that driver for some reason. Well, anyway, on this frame it matters more because this is like that. So over the winter I bought new pedals because I was trying to figure out if the one crank was not right or the pedal was twisted or something. It turns out there was just a piece of crap stuck in the cleat, making it always feel like the pedal's bent. So I just switched to cleats on the pedals with new ones. Other than that, like, nothing really changed since September anyway. Same tires, same wheels, same handlebars, grips. It doesn't feel like I need new grips yet. I might even use it once a week, so. For the last few metric centuries, I've been just using the other bike. For bikes. I had the black one set up to be, you know, the practice bike. So the black one is back to being just a normal BMX, you know, normal wheels, tires, normal height seat and stuff. But, you know, I had it set up with the other high seat post right there, another one of these seats, that's kind of right there too, and these spare wheels. And the way they both ride, the difference really is that, there is no difference, I don't know. I put the other titanium bars in the black one, see how it feels them. And there's really, it's just those bars flex a lot more. But that flex probably helps more with the 125R setup as a touring bike, because at least the flex kind of helps mitigate the weight pulling on you with all the racks and bags and stuff. So they're actually on that bike now. This bike has the older ones that have a little bit more upsweep, but the upsweep, maybe I'll get another set of bars made if he still makes them that have more upsweep, less like this, and try them a little bit better, or maybe just go with the 1.6 thickness. I made a review about the video, or about this before, where I say that the only thing that changes this, that's basically it. But, you know, there is a little bit of a twist here, like the one, I think it was the one, no, whatever, 250. The 250 TRLS standard, which was a street jumping frame for the most part. It wasn't for street. They wouldn't warranty your frame if you use pegs on it, but the Trail Boss, the standard Trail Boss, but it was called the TRLS 250. It always felt like it was flexed on the front, and I just, mainly because the length of the tubes, for the most part, makes it feel flexier. But compared to like the 125R, there is a lot more flex in that sense, but it doesn't flex here. Like when I'm pedaling fast, it doesn't feel like it's wiggle waggling. Anyway, this is going to be used for the whole next year, the way it is. Still the pawl brakes, everything. Not changing anything there. I've been switching between two different seats, which this is the slightly newer R3 seat versus the older one. Let's just see the difference. This one kind of feels more comfortable because it's not as carbony underneath, but I don't know. They both feel about the same because I had this seat on the other bike and it felt fine. So it's just, I don't know, maybe I just need to break in more. Had some projects up in mind. Some guy was selling recumbent forks on eBay that come with disc brake mounts and cantilever mounts. Well, I'm not going to use a disc brake mount because I kind of think disc brakes are a complete waste of money, waste of time, energy. V-brakes just work way better, and the brake pads last me like what, 3 or 4 years, when disc brake pads will last you what, 1 month. I'm not going to sit there and fall for that marketing gimmick and spend more money just to have like so-called better brakes. But the idea is that the Ford is getting upgraded to threadless. The Ford folding bike I still like to use, especially here since it's already here. So I have this Chromoly fork that's on eBay as a recumbent fork. So I'm going to maybe get another one so both bikes have these stronger straight leg forks. Yeah, so that's a project. I was going to relace the rear wheel to wheel Smith spokes on this bike versus the DT, but there's no real difference in the spokes, like made in USA versus made in Switzerland. Well, we say they're made in Switzerland, or DT Swiss, they should be Swiss, right? But whatever the case is, like, they're not breaking. I mean, I've only been breaking the spokes on the 28 spoke coaster brake wheel, meaning 28 spokes with all my weight of like 180 pounds. It just doesn't work. Meaning like 28 spokes in the rear could probably work on this bike, maybe. The fixed gear bike, I had 32 spokes, or I still do really, but when I had alloy nipples, I kept breaking the nipples, and with the 32 spokes and brass nipples, it seemed fine. It didn't seem like I was killing them. So there's just small things making them weaker. But if I were to go 32 hole on this bike, on the back, you know, a 32 hole rim, 32 spokes, it would shave about the weight of the 4 spokes, make the bike a little bit lighter, but it's already light enough. I mean, 17 pounds is light enough. The thing is, like, the ceramic cranks would probably make it almost exactly 16 pounds. Does that really make a difference for me? Like, other than it feels like the front end, like, wants to do a backflip, because that's how fucking light the front end is already. Like, making the back wheel lighter doesn't really make it easier to ride. Because as soon as you stand up on a bike that's too light, it just feels like it wants to fly in the air, like an airplane. I don't know, but put wings on this thing, it probably would fly in the air. There's other projects I have in mind, but at the moment I'm basically working on computers and other stuff. I got the complete video of the black computer. It's coming soon, but yeah, I'm delayed on that because I don't like Windows. But yeah, we got show and tell videos coming soon. If things go the way they are, where I have time, I can do all that. But with jobs, not much time. But anyway, it's 2024. I'll get my BMX bike rides in. Piss off a few road bikers that expect me to have like derailleurs and gears for those hills. I don't know. I do. Yeah, I just don't really care about shifting. I don't know. There's lots of things I don't care about. But yeah, that's my update on 2024. So anyway, this is that BMX guy, and thanks for watching.